Collected what the world left behind. A single pearl earring on a park bench. A faded photograph of a smiling couple, tucked inside a library book. A child's mitten, bright red, dropped in a slushy puddle. His small apartment was a museum of absence, each item a silent question. His ritual was always the same. He would carefully clean his newfound treasure, place it on a shelf, and wait. He didn't know what he was waiting for, exactly. A sense of resolution, perhaps. A sign that the universe had reknitted its frayed edges. One Tuesday, he found a book of poetry on the bus. It was old, with a soft green cover, and on the flyleaf, written in delicate, looping cursive, was the name Alara and a phone number. For a week, the book sat on the special find shelf. He didn't call. The connection felt too direct, the thread too taut to pull. But the poems, full of longing for distant seas and forgotten paths, whispered to him. Finally, on a rainy Sunday, his fingers dialed the number before his courage could fail. A warm, elderly voice answered. "Hello, hello," Arthur stammered. "My name is Arthur. I found a book. With the name Alara inside." A soft gasp. "Oh. My poetry book. I lost that months ago on my way to the hospital. I thought it was gone for good." Arthur felt a familiar warmth spread in his chest, the feeling of a piece slotting back into place. "I can return it to you," he said. They met in a small cafe. Alara had kind eyes and silver hair piled in a loose bun. She clutched the book to her chest as if it were a lost child. "You can't imagine what this means," she said, her voice thick. "My husband gave this to me. He passed away last year. I was reading it for comfort when I went for my own tests. In all the worry, I must have left it behind." Arthur simply nodded, stirring his tea. "You know," Alara said, looking at him with sudden clarity, "you're not just a finder of lost things. You're a restorer of memories. A mender of stories." He had never thought of it that way. He walked home that evening through the glistening streets, the rain having washed the city clean. His apartment was, for the first time, not a museum of absence, but a way station. A quiet, necessary place where lost things waited until they were ready to find their way home again. He looked at the shelves, still crowded with lonely objects, and instead of seeing questions, he saw 1,000 possibilities. And for the first time, that felt like enough.